Hindsight is like wow, 2020. But we are in the building in the most extra of ways, possibilities, ladies and gentlemen. The crew, your favorite crew, the family, we are back. It is what it is, so our sisters getting it together. I'm gonna get it together just like.
What's this?
Yo,
Oh,
we are back in effect, live and direct from everywhere. It's your main man, Coach.
mm.
Go ahead, team.
Oh, my bad. I'm very distracted right now. I'm
It's
intoxicated.
Perfect.
all good.
I've been I the libations is libation and my bad.
A
Hey
toast
y'all.
to
Hey y'all.
Monty.
Hey y'all. My name is Tina Thomas Perez. What's poppin'?
I
And
was
I'm that
awesome.
dude, Mr. Lewis.
He is that dude. He is that dude.
Y'all
So
gotta
yo,
work in your voices for real.
so how would you like me to do it?
Yeah.
Auto tunes. Link up with your boy. T Pain. Get the little Roger Zap joint. Yeah. I,
Roger
I'm I'm
Troutman
I'm
and Big
I'm
Shot.
feeling cornered in with these extra thick voices.
I tell you what, if we can, we'll move you over here and put us both on like this side of the screen. Some
Whatever you
like
gotta do. Y'all voices is dumb deep.
see, he
Excuse
don't
me.
help see,
See, this is crazy, yo. Here's the deal. For those of y'all that are listening that have no visual, like this is crazy to me. Like if I was listening, I'd be weirded out. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm like, wait a minute, what's going on?
because yo, keep it real. There aren't very many movies or like music or songs and stuff that got like 2D voice dudes. It's always like one.
True,
You know what I mean? They
true.
don't really like they don't like put two in the same room.
Yeah.
Right? It's crazy. It's crazy. It's like Darth Vader and Darth Vader Jr. Like it's just make it make sense. But anyway, I digress. I'm sorry, my bad. As you all were. Continue.
That was yes, understood. And with that, I got some more for you. So we gonna jump right into this week's headline heat. Yo,
I'm
guys,
afraid. I'm
submit.
afraid.
Welcome to headline heat. Okay, y'all. So I was interneting today, and I ran across this, and y'all gotta see this, cause I mean I don't know if this is appropriation or just sad. You know what I mean? I can't tell, so y'all tell me.
Mega.
Yes, just look at that for a second. Look at that visual. What do you think is about to go down?
cuffs on my veins, wearing these jeans. Roll Tide, go Balls, SCC. Smoking, drinking, fighting, riding races, trackers on the straight. Southern bells here right beside this damn good day when the fish are biting. Top of water, sinking bobbers. I get these looks from my mama, kick gas from my father. Come on, surviving, we living, stealing hearts with the shit eating granted. Fried chicken, cat head biscuits, summertime cold beer, sweet smoke breeze, stick cuffs.
Word, shorty. I was kind of like just word. Wow. I don't know if she said racist or racist. I wasn't really sure in one of the lyrics, but
Either way, yes, that's what
She
she
thought
said.
she was spitting hot fire.
yo, Dylon, 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 and Dylon.
They line stepping hard at boot scooters to that one.
Yo, the boot scoot and boogie remix.
Yeah,
Don't
that
ask
takes
why I
me
know
back to my
that.
high school years.
I
And
mean, but see,
the
oh wait,
popping.
there's an echo. Am I the only person hearing this echo?
I heard
No,
it too.
no, Echo is over as of right now.
Okay. But see, it's like we were talking about 2 weeks ago on the Happy Birthday Hip Hop
Yes.
edition. See, the pros and cons to hip hop. This is one of the cons to hip hop being where it is. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There are honestly, there are some times where I wish hip hop was still just
In the
underground and still
bubble.
just ours.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because this is what happens when we want inclusion, when
Yes.
we want
Yes.
everybody to be a part of it, when we want to be a part of everybody, when we want everybody to understand and appreciate and love it. This is what happens.
Boot
We
scoot and
got
hip
Beth,
hop.
we got Bethany, you know what I'm saying, from the trailer park,
Yeah. It really takes me back.
you
I
know,
went to. Go ahead. I'm
spitting
sorry.
hot fire. Like, this is what we get. We let it go.
Yo, and let's
You
keep it
know,
real.
she came in the door
Said it
waving the
before.
4-4.
Well, that's
Yeah.
actually a 44 barrel.
Nah, I mean, she came in with the shit kickers.
Yo,
You
but
know what I'm
in her
saying?
hood,
Yes.
I
Yes, she
bet,
did.
yo, in her hood, that was hot.
It
So
was.
scarily, that is kind of hip hop.
She spat bars.
Good job.
She did. She spat
Yo,
bars.
yo, 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 when she hooked up that fishing and the fried chicken,
You know,
Bar. That was a bar.
I almost had me, son, son, dun, 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 son, 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 son,
it
dun,
seems
dun.
like she took the advice of my drill sergeant way back in the day, giving me advice. He wanted me to write a rhyme for our little motto for our platoon and basic training. So he told me, he said, Brian Lewis, I want you to go over to that corner and talk shit to yourself till you come up with something spectacular. And it seemed like that's what she intended to do.
You go over there and talk shit to yourself until you write something spectacular. Wow. Wow.
I mean, I
Did you
guess.
write something
And I did him
spectacular?
I did him no justice with the he was putting into, how drill sergeants
Right.
speak with motivation.
True.
And I got
Because
this
they got to
knowledge.
convince you to do stuff you don't want to do.
Yeah, and I sat in the corner and I talked shit to myself. And then I said, "This is stupid. I'm not doing
What
this."
did you say? Look, I need to now.
What
I need
was
to
the
know. I
shit
have to
you
ask you. What
thought?
did you say to yourself?
I said, yeah, nah, me and my homeboys, we good at acapella, so we just gonna sing. That's exactly how it went down. I was like, I'm not even gonna begin to try to. This is gonna be atrocious. It's gonna sound like something from Platoon,
Oh, God. Oh, God.
and
Look,
I didn't want to
Bryce.
be that guy.
Look, Bryce. Look. We about to go run 10 miles. Woo! Are you ready? We going to sing Caden the whole way. Are you ready?
No, he wanted me to spit actual bars.
Oh,
He
wow.
wanted something new and current for the mid '90s, and I was like, nah.
He wanted Wu-Tang for the cadence. So
basically.
it ain't just for the kids. Wu-Tang is for the cadence.
Hey, while you BSing, we had a black drill sergeant. I remember I introduced you to him in the career, Drill Sergeant Shakur. We
Mm-hmm.
used to do our runs till you look good. He used to be like, jump on, shot called out, boy, I look good. We'd be like, you look good. Scream, man,
Wow.
shout out, boy, I look good.
Wow. Army reminiscence.
Yeah,
We that's
I can't
fun.
relate.
Nah.
nah,
As well, not you shouldn't. It's okay.
it's all right.
It's all right.
It was like 100 years ago anyway.
Yeah, yeah. Oh God, yes. Especially to my lower back. I'm just saying. I got one for you though, sis. This is Republican somebody with blonde hair. She gets on my nerves. You know her when you see her. I don't even feel like saying her name. Hold on, where this one at? Because I feel like the rap star got her swagger from this one right here. Because she has some interesting words to say as well. So I'm gonna just let y'all hear some of this real quick.
If I were black people today and I walked by one of those statues, I would be so proud because I'd say, look how far I have come in this country. Look how far my people have, what they have overcome. And these are good things. This. If I were black people today and I walked by one of those statues, I would be so proud.
Right? Really? She was
Yeah,
talking about Confederate statues.
yeah, I
You
figured
know,
Like,
so.
I
it's
would be
amazing to
so
me.
proud.
No, it's amazing to me how the mayonnaise marauders love to guesstimate how we should or shouldn't feel, what we should or shouldn't be proud
About their
of.
oppressions.
Exactly.
I
Wow.
mean, I love it when that happens. And when I say love, I really mean hate. I'm being sarcastic.
Oh,
Like,
no question.
Yeah.
yeah, it's just,
Yeah, and
girl,
she is known for these
yeah.
nonsensical
Oh, I know. Oh, I
whims.
know.
She the one who was hooty hooing at the State of the Union like she ain't got no
I
damn
know it.
sense.
Mm.
You
It's what
know,
she does. It's what she does.
turning that whole thing into a Walmart.
Yeah. You said Walmart.
The
Yes,
Walmart
yes, ma'am.
parking lot.
Oh, Waffle House. Well, no, no, there was no
Nah,
No,
blood.
nah,
no,
nah.
There was
no.
Chill,
no
yo.
They
blood.
be shooting at Waffle
Yeah, I'm
House.
about to
Yo,
say there was
chill.
no
That's
blood.
most.
No, it's delicious. I go, I'll eat the grits.
Well, I've been
No
keeping a buck.
question.
I haven't eaten there in almost 30
I,
years.
I order off the secret menu.
Ah,
Oh, so you know somebody who worked there and they hook it up.
No, I just know that there's a secret menu. Oh, cheers, by the way.
So, respect. Yeah,
Pinkies up.
always.
Yes.
All right,
Ain't no
so
Bastion like libations, but go ahead.
fair, quite fair. So it's hilarious now, but this dude here, and ain't really no other way I put him because I just don't
Dirt.
like certain things.
yo,
Yeah,
have you? Oh, okay. Oh, no, that kind of dirt. Never mind.
yeah. So Karl Malone was asked about, his past when he was 20 and, got a 13-year-old girl pregnant. You know, and he was
All right.
like, I'm not discussing any of that. I don't care. That's my life. That's my personal life. And I'll deal with that like I deal with everything. So whatever. So whatever the pedophilia. Interesting. And I'm not sure if this was a real article or not, but if I'm not mistaken, he had a son who he never took care of. And his son found him when he was 17, and he told the young man, "Ain't nothing I can do for you. Make it your best to just make it on your own."
Yeah, good luck with all that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Congratulations on meeting your father.
yeah.
I was
Now
just
take
about to
care.
say, yeah, like he's been a career D head, so this is not
Yeah,
surprising
yeah,
if it is
yeah,
true.
yeah,
So yeah, I
yeah.
mean, dirt.
I'm not surprised about any of it. Any of it.
Not, not,
There are
not.
some people when things come to surface, you're like, oh, gasp, pearls
Right.
clutched. He's not one of them.
Yeah,
It's
Nah.
just like, oh, word.
every time
It's
I
a
say it,
matter
I'm
of
like,
time.
oh, what else he got to say?
Yeah, yeah,
It's kind of along the lines of this bitch.
Hmm.
yeah.
Like the only reason why he was even at All Star Weekend, and I'm only talking about him now, so I don't have to talk about him later on when we do the All Star talk. But It's because it was in Utah, and that's literally the best thing in the NBA they have to try out.
Hmm.
Okay.
It's either him or John Stockton, who don't want you to take no vaccines or nothing,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
and watch out for the tin hat and the tin
Yeah.
swords and things and
Right.
things.
Right. Right.
Yeah, bad or worse, I guess.
Yeah.
Yes. So yo, we'll be right back with a quick
And he
commercial
still got
break.
on
I'm
them tight ass
afraid.
shorts.
I'm afraid for this commercial. I'm afraid for all the commercials, all the time, always.
And that's why we enjoy
We gotta
them.
make some new ones,
That's my
man.
personal disclaimer.
We got
Yeah,
to
we gotta
update
make some new ones, man. We
in
definitely do.
2023.
And you right.
Hey, baby. Oh, what's that smell?
Is there a
You
way y'all
like
could
it,
push
huh?
all the way back down?
You call that
Because I need to get to the
rose.
charger, and the closest way I can get to
That's
it is if I
right.
sit here.
Your main man, Dak Prescott. The new
Just because
fragrance,
your ass ain't sipping no
rose.
fucking more. Just I
You
said
gonna
just
get it at your local store. You can get it anywhere. You can get it at Walmart, baby. You can get it on Amazon. You can get it anywhere, baby. And most importantly, anytime you watch me or my team, you know you gonna get it. Anytime they mention playoffs, you gonna smell that Luce. Brought to you by We Ain't Win Nothing Since Winning Been Winning 1995. That's right. And that's how much it costs too, baby. 1995. Go get that Luce. Get it right now. Lose. With a little French thing on the top. Luce. Right now. Dak Prescott.
And we are back in the
we are back.
building, y'all. And she is at the restaurant doing great things, man. See, the show travels, ladies and gentlemen. That's just
Yes,
to
indeed.
understand it. The show travels. So, yo, we got some new news, and it seems like DeMaurice Smith is done
I like this.
with the combine.
This is a happy story.
Yes, because this gentleman feels as though the combine has outlived its usefulness, so to speak.
Hmm.
He says it doesn't. He doesn't think that it's in players' best interest to travel to Indianapolis for a few days of being poked and prodded, weighed and measured, questioned and
Like
scrutinized.
livestock. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Bang bang.
Mm-hmm.
I
As
agree.
soon as you show up, you have to waive all of your medical rights.
Yep.
And you not only have to sit there and endure embarrassing questions, and I think that's horrible, but
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to poo poo any of that. But would you want your son to spend hours inside of an MRI machine and then be evaluated by 32 separate team doctors who are, by the way, are only doing it for one reason? What's that reason? To decrease your draft value.
Well,
Wow.
here's the deal. As a mother of two sons, right,
Bang bang.
and a former lover of the NFL. On one hand, it was like, okay, God forbid either one of my sons was like, "Mommy, I want to be the next whoever. I want to be.
Right.
I want to get the Heisman Trophy." On one hand, okay, great, check all the medical health boxes.
Right.
But me, who I am and who I was before I came a mother, because at the end of the day, before I'm a mother, I'm a woman. I'm a person, right? I'm a black woman.
Mm-hmm.
There was something that never sat right with me with Columbine because it was, I said Columbine,
Yeah, me
because
neither.
it
As it should.
it always reminded me, right?
Right.
Especially as I got older and really, really saw how slaves were traded and
Right.
evaluated
Right.
before they were traded and what how they came to their evaluation and what their net worth
Yeah.
was.
Picking and
It
looking
was
through the teeth and in
right.
the ears like horses.
It was right. It was very livestock. It was very slavery.
Very
Right.
dehumanizing.
Exact dehumanizing. That's the perfect word. So it got to the point where even before. So here's the deal, right? So for those of y'all that have been following the show long enough to follow my history on the show now, I used to be a football fan, like fanatic. But even before the Kaepernick situation, I was starting to gradually fall out of love with it, right? So it's almost like the more you become conscious, the more things are
You
no
see.
longer attractive to you, right?
Right.
Exactly. And football was one of those things. And for me, Kaepernick was the straw that broke this camel's back.
Fam.
But Columbine for a while just never felt right to me. It was just like this is very dehumanizing
Humanizing.
to me.
I
It
hear you.
was very slave block. Let's see, like you said, let's check your dental records. Let's, jump, how high you can jump. It was very, I don't know, it just never set right with me. So when I
Right.
saw the story, I was actually very, very pleased to see that this is a direction that they're even contemplating going.
Indeed. I mean, and if you read the article, and there's plenty of articles out there, you could Google it. ESPN has one, and NBC has one. That's the one I'm referencing from right now. He talks about there's other ways for kids to get seen, and
The internet.
in their natural environment of playing the game, not doing
Yeah.
drills that don't necessarily fit what you're even going to see out in the field.
Right.
Which is what they already do when it comes to scouting.
Right.
Being a high school
Again,
football player, yeah, yeah, I've been there. Yeah.
again, so there's plenty, and nowadays there's so much scouting film from the time folk are in like eighth grade.
Pop
You know what I
Warner.
mean?
Yeah.
Folk are
Yeah.
being watched and monitored, so there's film, and you were talking about, oh well, all this is a way for all 32 teams to see. Dude, listen.
And once again, being an athlete, it was just something kind of creepy in the way they would touch you sometimes and describe your physique and things. It was
Oh,
just
he's
it
nice.
just make you feel uncomfortable. You know what I
Right.
mean?
Look at
Oh,
those
look at this
quads.
one. Yeah. Oh,
Yeah,
he's fit.
yeah. It's like be
Yeah.
poking you in your glutes and shit. Like, yo, like, bruh, you ain't gotta touch me. You know what I mean?
Right, right.
Fair. So I'm like, I know they do pro days, and I know that if the Morris gets this way, the NFLPA will be trying to sponsor and host their own pro days as well.
Hmm.
And at the end of the day, if folk are interested in you, they'll go to your pro day. They go in
Right.
there anyway. So why are you
Anyway.
going to? A lot of top prospects skip the combine
Yeah,
because they're going to work out at their pro days,
yeah.
and that's where they're going to be seen,
Well, who
and
is it?
that's where you do it.
Podcasting. Get away from me.
Yes,
I'm
ladies
sorry.
and gentlemen, a fan of the show.
My bad.
Are you
It's all
crazy?
good. Can't control what's
Yo,
happening in public.
yo, it's candid. Everything happens how it happens.
It is what it is.
So the hope is that DeMaurice can get this done, but I mean, I talked about it on Twitter, and already I got a whole bunch of pushback from folks. Oh, there's nothing wrong with it. It's not like that. And they kept saying this is a way for all of these teams to see these guys. And I'm like, wait a minute. Hold on. You have to get invited to the combine. So you're not seeing everybody.
Nope.
You seeing a select group that either was asked to come or decided to go.
And
It's
you gonna
very
be one
much
of them
like
weirdos that watches it too, talking just like them.
it's very much
Oh,
like
I do
like
watch
Miss
them.
America. It's very much like a pageant industry,
Yes,
right?
it is.
Why does there have to be a swimsuit part of any of these pageants? It's the same thing. And it just goes along with the double standard of, you can do certain things for men but not women, and you can do certain things for women but not men. Certain things just aren't necessary. And in my opinion, in today's with technology, Columbine, there's even less of a reason for Columbine,
For
right?
combines, yep.
Or
So,
I keep saying Columbine, God, for combines. There's even less of a reason for that,
agreed.
because
Yeah.
to your point, now that we're in a digital era, one can track a player's career from Pop Warner till today. And if it's all about the medical aspects for it or what have you, just request a very, very specific and extreme
Comprehensive
And
physical.
comprehensive checkup, physical,
Yeah,
exactly.
that
and
ain't
to
bad.
add to that, they could take those numbers along with height, weight, speed, season stats, and create a virtual version of this player to track him
Absolutely.
along his
Yep.
career.
Absolutely.
In their
Absolutely.
database. So they don't really need to have you pushing sleds and doing the 40-yard dash and all that.
Exactly.
Right.
I
Right.
mean, it's entertaining and it's also good ratings for the NFL network and stuff like that. So there's money tied into this and all that. But I think if they find a way to wrap maybe 5 pro days per day for 5 days, that'll accomplish the same thing, give them the same ratings they're looking for, and everybody still gets to see it.
It's got to be humiliating for the player.
Yeah, I was gonna
Um.
say I wish we had
Again, because I don't want to
Well or
speak
another
for
former
everyone.
NFL player on here that we
Right.
could
Because
talk to
some
that
may
has
feel
actually
that way,
been there.
some may not.
Right?
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I don't want to say that this is how they feel, but I feel like there is enough of them that DeMaurice is going to do. That's a very difficult name. Do you want to be Devin or Maurice? Which one? It's just hard. You know what I mean?
Just call him
DeMaurice.
D.
You sounding mighty
Yo, I
mayonnaise
mean, you
over
know
there,
what?
sir. Be
But it's
black.
hilarities and everything because he sounds like he played football. Cause you all see them DeVarius and the Jenkins Johnson is, and
Hey,
that
my
be
name
the
is
first
Lequion,
name.
so that
Just
is
call
Now
him
that's
D.
amazing.
French. That's French.
But
I'm
still,
cool with that.
but
That makes
still,
sense. Your name is not Letai Johnson L.
hey, if
It
it
could
was,
be.
I'd be
It
like,
could
hey.
be.
I've
Yo,
heard
you know what I
crazier
mean?
names.
Yo, Key and Peele, yo, they had it down pat.
Yo,
Yo,
I
that's
still
what you
watch that
hear.
every now and then just to giggle.
You know what I mean? Again, I don't want to like go through like actual NFL players' names because somebody end up catching on to this and getting mad at me. But
Yeah, yeah,
I'm just saying, there's a lot of unnecessary alphabetisms.
yes,
Alphabetisms.
There's
yes,
just a
yes.
lot of
Just say
unnecessary.
there's a lot of creative names out there.
Yes, alphabetisms. Just no. It's why. And
Alphabetisms.
a lot of them, I feel like is just misspelled at the birth certificate and nobody fixed it.
But here's the deal. But honestly, so now let's talk about history. And again, I apologize, y'all, for always bringing the quote unquote woke piece, right?
Nah, that's what's up.
So, but here's
No,
the deal. There's a relative in my family whose name was misspelled.
Right.
Because her mother heard this pretty word or this pretty name,
It just didn't
and
know how to
honestly,
spell it.
that's right, or pronounce it correctly for that matter,
Fair. And
right?
my best friend's middle name was kind of because of this. This is why I speak on it.
Right, and because it's family, I don't want to, I don't
Right,
want to
right,
shout
right,
them out
right,
or
right.
throw them under the bus, but that's kind of like our history.
Yeah,
And then it got to the point where we just wanted to be different, right?
yeah. The
We wanted our
Shaniquas and
children to
them. Yep, the
stand out,
Shaniqua era.
right?
Definitely.
We wanted our children to stand out,
Yeah,
and
and
and,
that's
and
fair.
God. But God helped these children because now on resumes and applications, you got DeMaurice, Hakeem, you know what I'm saying? Uh,
I mean,
Delonte Thomas.
Bontavious. What is the purpose of a Bontavious?
Bond, like be like boy.
Like Bon Tavius. I've seen it. I've seen it. I promise.
And so in our quest to be different, right? Because that's what it's all about. It's all
A
about
quest to
separation.
be. Somebody's name is probably a quest to be.
Probably. Probably
Tyler Jones.
we
A
didn't
quest to be
realize
Tyler
but
Jones.
listen,
Number 17.
but we didn't realize that in our attempts to separate ourselves from stuff that we were separating ourselves. You know
Fair.
what I mean? Because
Fair.
here's the deal. I've seen situations, right, where I've been in HR situations where they pulled a resume or an application. They're like, oh, I can't even pronounce this name.
And put it right.
Trash.
Yep. Yep.
Right in the trash.
Yep.
And I'm like, wait, what did I just witness?
Yeah.
What did I just see?
Right. Right.
That's not even.
But
I'm sorry.
there's somebody playing space. It's over.
It's a birthday. Again, it's a combination birthday. My best friend is leaving town tomorrow.
There
I
you
didn't
go.
want to not be here. But anyway, yeah, so in our attempts to be different, oh, there's another one. Hey,
fans of the show. Everybody knows she's the most famous host we've ever had. It's wonderful.
Hey, yeah. So in our quest to be different, we don't realize that we've actually ostracized ourselves,
Fact.
right?
Good
To where
point.
even amongst ourselves, we're making fun of some of these names. Like what?
Fact.
We're looking at each other like, how do you say your name?
And I'm a Fahim over here.
Exactly. Exactly.
And what's worse, my name is 5 letters, and people will spell it with 7. You know what I mean? They will add E's where first of all, there's
Right.
no E in my
Right.
name at all. And
Just
they put 2, 3 of them in there.
exactly. Exactly. So there we have it.
How do you? I mean, it's to the point in my professional world, bro. If I gotta say my name to you or something like that, I just automatically spell it. I don't even. So, what is your name? F is in Frank.
Right. Exactly. Exactly.
You know what I mean? Listen. We ain't got time.
Spell it out to me like I'm 5 years old because I
I'm
am.
on program. F is in Frank. A.
Mm-hmm.
H is in Henry.
Exactly.
Easy. You know what I mean? I had to do it like twice today. You know, it's just what it is. So I know Lequillon, they be like,
I mean, I don't talk to people, so I don't have to go through things like this. So
that's fair. Ladies and gentlemen, that's more true than you know.
I don't have to go through these things because my voice is deeper than the abyss. My voice is deeper than your daddy's.
man, Jesus.
Going through that.
But yeah, seriously, outside of auditions, it's probably the most I speak in a day in this podcast.
That's a blessing. So that's why his is so rich. She saves it.
I was about to say, see, his voice makes you sound like you're all the way
Yes.
up here. Jesus.
Yes. Yes. And that's hard to
Wait.
do.
Okay, so here's the deal. I'm podcasting. Come here. So you see, I'm wearing your shirt. Shout out to this young man behind me.
Artist, put the artist on the screen.
Okay. All right. So I'm wearing. This is his shirt, right? Godfidence.
Right
Hashtag
on.
Stay Hood. Happy 30/20th.
Happy
So
30/20,
right.
my
So here's
brother.
the deal. So
Happy
I'm from
birthday.
Jersey, as a lot of y'all know, but I now live here in Danville. And when I say y'all know me, I don't trust police or politicians, but this one I do. This is one of our city councilmen, and when I tell y'all he's the
Right
truth,
on.
he's the truth.
Right
He is
on.
the truth. I respect and love you. You are my brother from another.
Bring
Right
him
now,
on the show one of these
get out
days.
my camera shot.
I,
Get out my
jeez.
camera shot.
Hey,
You got to bring him on the show.
Actually, I am, because a fun fact about the gentleman that I just introduced y'all to, he has a strong love for all things hip hop, right? And when I tell you, so I've been in Danville for 10 years. He has brought some amazing acts to Danville. He has brought Misha to Danville. He has brought Jadakiss to Danville, right? He has brought
Nice.
Dougie Fresh to Danville. He has brought
Nice.
112 to Danville. Like,
Okay,
yeah,
okay.
Danville stand
cool.
up, for real. I'm not
All
from here,
right.
but I live here. Godfidence. Hashtag Stay Hood.
Bang.
There it
And we
is,
will
y'all.
be right back after
Boop,
this
boop.
because
Stay
that
tuned.
was a fire way to exit. That just was. And I jacked it up because I'm still talking.
Okay.
Good morning. Here at Bookfire Farms, we are proud to present
Oh, that's a Kelly. Y'all like
spicy
Kelly.
jollof
Hey,
rice.
Kelly.
Fresh from the hills of Africa, Texas. We've got authentic African ingredients, along with rice. You know, America's favorite staple since colonial times. Come on down here and get you some of this jollof rice. Only takes 2 minutes to cook. Add hot water. Come on down. What is this? You not have no jollof rice. Sir, I swear by the might of my ancestors, we will destroy you and your colonizer farm. Jollof rice, available in stores everywhere.
And we are back. Yo, we are gonna give you a wonderful wrestling town while sister sipping and we was going. We gonna have my brother JP in the
What?
building.
It's time for some Wrestling Town with your main man, JP the Franchise. Let's go.
The Wrestling Town segment with your boy JP. Really great weekend because Elimination Chamber happened this weekend. If you haven't checked out Elimination Chamber pay-per-view, please check it out. Really good pay-per-view. I really enjoyed the main event between Sami Zayn and Roman Reigns. A lot of excellent storytelling. Sami Zayn was just over. Like the crowd was just milking every single moment. Sammy's milking every single moment from the crowd. Like he was super over. Roman was the heel, and Roman's getting all these boos. It was excellent storytelling going back and forth. It's almost like the first time you see like someone against Roman that can counter his moves that Roman was going to do and stuff. So Sammy was countering a lot of moves and calculated like before it even happens, and it was just back and forth, like 2 counts, and it was a really excellent match. And then the bloodline interfering and everything with the 2 referee bumps and all that. Sammy was fighting them off. But at the end of the day, Roman Reigns is still champion because you need Roman Reigns for WrestleMania for the money and everything for the main event, especially against Cody Rhodes, who wants to finish the story for WrestleMania. We'll get to that in just a minute though. But yeah, when we retrieved the title, what was interesting is just the quietness, the silence of the crowd. Like there was no sound whatsoever. Like they were just shocked that Sammy didn't win the title because everybody thinking that Sammy was going to win it in Montreal, and he was super huge and could be like one of those like Mick Foley type of moments where he wins the title, but then he have to give it back to Roman Reigns somewhere and somehow. But it would still killed off everything because you building Roman Reigns up as this unstoppable force that would never get beaten and everything, and then you got to have somebody that can slay it down like a Cody Rhodes. So, but yeah, it was an excellent match. Please check that out. Theory won the still holds the United States Championship in the Elimination Chamber match. Great performance by Montez Ford. Logan Paul in the field and attacked Seth Rollins because Logan eliminated Seth in the Royal Rumble, and they're gonna have this huge back and forth for each other for WrestleMania. Logan Paul's a heel. Thank goodness he should never be a babyface because everyone hates him, everyone boos him, instant heat. So that sets up for WrestleMania for them. And then Theory probably going to go against John Cena. John Cena is supposed to be appearing on Raw March the 6th in Boston. So that's going to set up him and Theory for WrestleMania. And Theory been kind of taunting Cena a little bit with some, promos. And then even when John Cena was there for his anniversary in the business, you could see Austin Theory kind of taunting him a little bit though. So it's setting it up for them at WrestleMania. The Judgment Day lost to Beth Phoenix and Edge. Rhea's going to be focusing on against Charlotte for WrestleMania. That's going to be a really good match. See if Wheeler can get revenge from the beat from when Charlotte beat her at WrestleMania a couple years ago. So that's going to be. So WrestleMania is kind of like the book is kind of right though. It's kind of right so far. Asuka won the Women's Elimination Chamber, sets up for her and Bianca for WrestleMania for the championship. Really excited to see that and see if Asuka could be like this heel. Hopefully she has like a really good heel run if they could turn her heel. She got a new look and everything, so something's gonna happen. So yeah, and so yeah, it was a good pay-per-view. So please just check it out. I want to send condolences to Jeff Jarrett and the family as Jerry Jarrett, the father of Jeff Jarrett, passed away last week at the age of 80, I believe. If you don't know who Jerry Jarrett is, he's probably one of the most successful wrestling promoters of all time outside of Vince McMahon. What he did in Memphis and all the people that he brought in Memphis and made, and they go up and be huge stars in WWE, like a Kane, like Psycho Sid. You can just go on and on. That came Kurt Angle, like you can just name people on and on. Even had Vince McMahon down there. Doing like heel promos before he actually became a heel in 97, 98. So definitely rest in peace to Joe. And he's always known with the phrase "pushing the issues make money," and you see a lot of that in wrestling today. With going with personal issues, they make money that people will be intrigued, and then you'll draw people in. So rest in peace to him. Definitely intrigued with Revolution in terms of the main event with MJF and Bryan Danielson. Kind of been stale a little bit though. But it's been good back and forth though. I'm just very excited for the match and see what they can pull off. MJF is a great, wrestler in terms of his promos, and then he can deliver in the ring. Bryan Danielson, 5-star technician, can work any match. So I'm very excited to see what they can do in this Iron Man match, though. But other than that, AEW's just been kind of on a downfall. If you look at the ratings and stuff, like it's just been just awful. And you look at last week's, it was awful TV, unfortunately. So, could we see CM Punk come back to AEW? Could we see that? We don't really know if Kenny Omega and the Young Bucks and CM Punk put aside their differences and be able to let CM Punk return to the company when he's 100%, then that'd be great. But Tony Khan, man, you got to do something, man. You got to fire yourself as a booker, man. The booking's just not right there, and you don't need to go back and forth with Ariel Helwani. You don't really need to go back and forth with him. Come on now, you got to do a lot better than that. You are, a promoter. You are a person that's in charge of your wrestling company, and you're gonna go back and forth with the journal just because he said some unbiased things and he's doing WWE work and asking like these different questions that he asks you. Just you don't need to go back and forth, man. Be professional at the end of the day, man. But yeah, that's what's been going on in wrestling. Definitely, the World WrestleMania is coming, and I'm excited and just see, there's a lot of good matches on the card, so we just have to wait and see, how it's going to be, the next couple weeks and everything. But this is another edition of Wrestling Town segment with your boy JP. God bless and good night.
From the makers of kicking jeans and high waisters comes the most sexiest collars you ever saw on a button-down shirt in your life. The eleganza. That's right, it's sexy. It's a sexy collar. 'Cause after you done in your rumble, you gotta good for the chicks. That's right. This is one of those wonderfully inappropriate commercials, baby. Come get your sexy collar. Come get it now. Come get it now, baby. Only $299.99.
And we are back. Once
Hey,
again,
y'all.
it's on in the building, having a good time. Yo, any of y'all catch the All Star game this weekend or All Star weekend? Any of it?
Now I'm upset, man. My dad going DVR through Hulu not working. We're supposed to record the Super Bowl and All Star Weekend, and none of them Jones is there. I'm upset.
They did you dirty,
Yeah, they did you
Dark
dirty.
Vader Senior.
yeah, yeah.
They did you dirty.
It's funny because one of my nicknames is James Earl Jones Jr. Jr.
Junior.
But you senior. Fi is junior.
Wow.
Because I think your voice is just a little bit lower.
Yes. No, his voice is deeper than mine. I know that. And
But go ahead, as
you
y'all
know
work.
what? I mean, it's good because before him there was none, so he keeps me in place.
But to say he's Darth Vader, I'm Joffrey
Why
J.
is he unbuttoning your shirt? Why are you unbuttoning your shirt?
Why aren't we there? Like,
Y'all need to be here. Danville is the move, yo. I'm trying to tell everybody.
why aren't we there right now?
Y'all need to
Sitting
be here.
I'd be
enjoying.
boring because I don't drink anymore, so I'd just be the boring guy sitting there.
No. not everybody in the crew drinks, so I mean, you good.
You don't got to drink to be fun. No peer pressure. No peer. See we pop. See it. There we go. Word. So I think like the Rising Stars Challenge on Friday that was hot. And a bunch of the young boys they split it up into 4 teams and they did a little tournament. That was cool. You know what I mean? That was wild cool. Saturday, the skills challenge was fun. 3-point contest was actually pretty good. It was actually pretty good. I thought Halliburton was gonna win because he like had a really big score in the first round, but then he didn't shoot so well.
Okay.
You
Okay.
know what I mean?
Okay.
And
I can understand that.
big shouts to the clowns over there at TBS, trying to clown Julius Randle because he shot 13 and Reggie Miller screaming, "Why is he there?" Draymond Green right with him, just making noise. And then Kevin Herter, one of their favorites, shot 8. Like,
Instant karma, huh?
yeah, like you sitting there, you know what I mean? And they was talking wild, spicy all through Randall's joint. And then when Herter was shooting bricks, I guess they was just so astonished that they didn't have nothing to say.
Okay.
Like it's a genuine bias against my team, but it is what it is. I've been a Knicks fan my whole
Oh,
life, so I'm used
against
to
your
it.
I
team.
get it. I get
I'm a
it.
Knicks fan. That's how we look at it. You know what I mean? Yeah, my team. You damn
Oh,
right.
okay.
No.
Shout out to Jack Harlow for winning the dunk contest.
I was going to say, yo,
Oh
shout out
my
to
god.
Philadelphia. You know what I
Oh
mean?
my
Hey,
god.
hey.
No, but
Shout out
dude,
Jack Harlow.
honestly, I knew he was gonna win when I saw his name on the paper.
That's Jack
Well, on
Harlow.
the screen. They don't have paper no more. On the
That wasn't Jack
screen.
Harlow.
No, it was Jack Harlow.
Oh,
Yo, big shout, Mac McClung. Mac McClung.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
But nah, he been a little YouTube sensation. That dude got ups.
no,
yeah,
he does.
And
yeah,
those
You
dunks
have to
was
give credit where
fire.
credit is
Yo,
due.
them
Yeah, you
dunks was
have to get. Yeah,
fire.
you got to give credit where
yeah.
credit is due.
You know what I
Also,
mean?
also to add to that, I was, shouts to Philly and all that, but I've been hearing talks about people been talking about possibly bringing like street ball legends in to do the dunk contest since so many of the league
I would
players
love
now
to
feel
see that.
like they don't want to be a part of it.
But
They don't
they not in the NBA, so why would they come do dunks for the NBA? Because the
because
NBA too lazy
They
to
could
do
do
their
it
own
for
dunks.
a minute, a partial contract. They can do it for money. They could, hey,
I mean, the thing is
do it for
though.
basketball culture. You know what I'm saying? I would
that
I
too.
love to
mean,
see cat. I would love to see a cat from the Rucker, a legend from the Rucker, right, on the NBA court
fair,
for the NBA culture. Bang.
fair.
And it takes it all the way back to the root of the NBA dunk contest with Dr. J
Well,
taking
that's the
over for Paul
ABA
Smatty.
actually, because the root of the NBA dunk contest is the ABA. Same as
Oh,
the root of the 3-point shot, because that's where all and the All Star Weekend, as a matter of fact, all of that comes from the ABA. So when they merged, that's how the NBA got it, because they never had none of this
Mm,
crap. They was just like, this is how we put it in the peach basket.
okay.
So ABA brought the flair in the '70s, and this is the game we have now. So, but I mean, again, for me, it was. It's not an NBA dunk contest if it's not NBA dunkers. But the
Okay.
NBA dunkers can be better, and it used to be better. But nowadays it's like, and the funny part for me is like, don't talk smack about the guys that are there because your guys ain't there. Like KD kind of annoyed me with that. You know what I mean? With his, again, he's not the only one, but he's just the one that's fresh in my memory. That was
Okay.
like, oh yeah, big shouts to the kid, but you know, where's this one? I want to see this guy. I want to see that guy. I'm like, well, don't you know these people? Did you ask them? Like you of all people could say, hey man, go do it. And ain't nobody doing it. So I don't want
True.
to hear nobody sit back and go, oh, I wish this guy did it, and he should have been in it, and this should have been in it. I'm pretty sure they were asked, and yet they weren't in it. So maybe take it up with your coworkers.
I mean, I guess. I
Hence why I
guess.
brought up the whole bring up the street cats, because obviously they might want to do it for the fans, so they might as well bring in somebody who's
No, I
going to
hear you.
entertain
I hear
people.
you.
You
I
know?
hear you. I mean, I don't think that's not a good idea. I think they could add that to All Star Weekend,
Right.
definitely. You know what I
Right.
mean? Because they brought in the HBCU game this year, and that was really
Yeah.
cool. You know what I mean? So,
And speaking of
See,
that, I
see
gotta go
that
online and see if I
that
can
comes
find
off
some of
of
that gear.
but that's coming off a little panderish in my opinion. But
I mean, they've been doing things and working with the HBCUs for a minute now, especially Jalen Brown and them. So, I kind of expect that to be kind of what they're doing.
I
I
mean, I
mean,
guess.
I mean, again, I think this is like Jalen Brown and certain players putting this together. This is not the NBA trope. I don't believe it's
Right,
that.
right, right. No, I
You know what
feel
I
that
mean?
too.
So, and again, at the end of the day, spotlight for the HBCUs is spotlight for the HBCUs right about now because they have none. So
Yeah.
some is better than any. You know what I mean? Put the eyes on them so folk could at least know that they exist and do their own investigation.
Okay,
You know what I
respect.
mean? It's just a little spotlight. That's how I see it anyway. But the All Star game itself, the All Star game itself is a hot mess. Everything was fun about the weekend till Sunday.
Everything was
You,
That
fine
bad,
until it
huh?
wasn't.
yeah, because it's like they
Yeah,
break it up into four different games now. It's like that don't make no sense.
yeah.
Mm.
The halftime was cool. The halftime was fire. The Afrobeats halftime was
All
fire.
right. All right.
But then it took them like another half hour to start the game, and then they had to do another LeBron documentary. And like, can we just play the game? Can we? And I'm sorry, it was cute like the first year, but I'm done. I'm tired of it. We
So,
don't need to
so,
pick teams. East, West, go play the damn game. I
because well,
mean,
here's the deal. I wasn't really in it when I saw that Jack Harlow won the dunk contest. I was when I saw that Jack Harlow won. I'm like, oh. So who won? East or West?
there is no East or West. That's the problem,
Team
and it
Giannis won
hasn't
from what I
So
been for
who
heard.
won?
years. Team Giannis.
Oh,
Yeah, so it's like the two top vote getters are the team captains, and now it don't matter East or West who was chosen of that pool. They pick their players, and then they play.
Like they balling at the gym or something, huh?
Yeah, like they're at the Rucker, but it's stupid. It
see,
really is.
I'm so the girl in this conversation right now.
No, trust me, none of it makes sense. So we're
Is my
all
elbow
lost.
ashy?
No,
Now you
Okay,
good.
no,
cool. Okay.
and not with this lighting. You're glowing, actually. So there you go. Oh, I saw was Sheen. What'd you see? What'd you see, Lou?
I saw shiny elbows.
Yeah, see, shiny elbows. Yes.
Winning. So that's
There
who
you
won
go.
the. That's who won All Star Weekend. Tina Thomas Perez's elbows and Jack Harlow
MVP, MVP,
and Jack Harlow.
and Jack Harlow. Matt McClung, she's gonna get your name right one of these days. She
Nope,
probably,
Jack Harlow.
okay.
Everybody that's look.
Oh
Everybody.
wow.
Wait a minute, hold on.
It's wild though
She's gonna get
because
Everybody
around
that's a
those.
pilgrim and winning is named Jack Harlow.
and it's what's wild too, or I guess you can call it meta, as the young kids
I didn't
call
want to
it.
offend nobody. That's why I had to.
Is
Look,
Jack Harlow was about to be in the reboot of what? White Men Can't Jump.
then I'm
No,
also
it's
gonna
no
be pissed
about to
off
be.
about
They've
it. I'm gonna
already
yell
filmed.
about
They're
that
already
next
in the
week.
middle of filming of that.
And speaking on
Yeah,
the side note of that, to bring it back to the wokeness, y'all want to laugh real quick? I remember years ago posting about a little piece somebody had posted about the history of blackface in Hollywood and why it's wrong. And some ignorant white supremacist has proceeded to comment on my post. Then what about white men can't jump?
what about it, fam?
Boy, he had me laughing for about 3 minutes straight over here on the other side of the computer. Because I was like, he really thought he ate with that.
They be trying it. They be trying.
Ha!
Look, like that look. Look. Like that little pilgrim at the beginning of the show with the cowboy boots. They be thinking they be
Yo,
winning.
real talk. I went to high school in Oklahoma, y'all, and that
Oklahoma.
really took me. Yeah, I'm Army brat. My dad was in
in
Fort Summer.
Germany and stuff. Yeah.
My
Yeah, yeah.
condolences.
And now on certain, I could talk about how great it was, but I can also talk about there was a lot of that.
My midnight snack.
There was a lot of that.
There was. I mean,
Yeah, that took
I could see that though. I mean, again,
fried simple of it.
that stuff. That opening video is still cracking me up because she really thought she was spitting bars.
Yeah,
She was
it was like it made me
washing.
laugh, but at the same time, it took me back to like.
Yeah. So the hope is the All-Star Weekend gets a bit more competitive, at least as far as the games are concerned. But I'm like, it's a very simple fix. Oh, cause by the way, you know, with this whole team picking thing lately, the new issue is nobody wants to get picked last.
Well,
I'm
nobody
like,
was ever get picked last.
but when it was East West, you didn't have to worry about that because you just had your team and you went and played. There was no picking.
This is true.
You know, so you created a problem trying to solve a problem.
It's like I
So
don't
who
care if
won?
y'all like y'all too good for the dunk contest.
Team Giannis,
Okay,
which had people from the East and the West on it,
got you.
and Team LeBron, who
And
equally,
how do we feel about that? Because again,
I'm tired of it. I wanted to go back to East West. It's boring to
You
me.
know how I feel about it? I got some LeBron Space Jams on sale at Foot Locker this weekend. So that was pretty cool.
okay. Well, congratulations to you.
Get your footwear.
Yeah,
Right.
Enjoy that.
Get your sauce on.
Bang, bang.
Word.
Speaking of which, it is on the 10 o'clock hour, and we getting up out the piece. My sister's putting her little jacket on, so she getting up out the piece.
We ready to go out.
Perfect timing. It's perfect shining.
They talking about turning up. I got to go, y'all.
We about to turn it down.
See, look, they talking about turning up. I got to go. I'm
I know podcasting.
Yeah, see,
Podcast
another loyal
How y'all doing?
fan.
What were you podcasting about, y'all?
We
This
ain't
is-
doing, brother.
This is actually the end of the show of the Candid Corner. And we have violence. What is it? World Star!
Tina got hands.
World Star! Should we be concerned? World Star!
It be real out here in these Danville streets, yo.
Yo, Vlad TV! This was Vlad TV for like 5 seconds.
Look, Danville be about that life, yo.
Yo.
Just World Star.
Jack and
World
podcasts
Star.
and everything. World Star.
Give me that walkie-talkie.
World Star.
Alright, yo, and we out. We will see you next week. World Star.
Exactly.